Hi, are you looking to raise funds on the basis of a business plan? I promise you, this short video will help you a lot. If you don't need a business plan right now, but have some other communication need, a communication need that needs high skills and in which stakes are high, and you just cannot afford to take chances, then also this short video will help you a lot. My name is Ramesh. I run a boutique consulting firm that is very small but highly specialized firm. I'm based at New Delhi, India, and I started this firm in 1989. The name of the firm is GrowthMart Consulting Limited. www.growthmart.in. I do three things. One, I help people do efficient marketing. Two, I help them when they have a difficult and important communication need. A communication need that needs high and specialized skills and they cannot take chances, like writing a business plan to raise funds. And three, I help them achieve their business goals through strategic consulting. That is, making a plan that will help them achieve their goals despite all their limitations and all the given facts of the situation. Now, let me first talk about business plans. The reality is, most business plans fail to raise funds. Yes, I repeat, most business plans fail to raise funds. Why? It is because most business plans pay too much attention to things that do not matter much and too little attention to things that matter most. They are written by people who have only one interest: craft a business plan and earn some money. Most business plans fail to raise funds because most people somehow believe that if they can just prepare a beautiful presentation and financial projections for 10 years down to two decimal points, complete with fund flow statement and what if analysis, they will have many investors willing to finance them and they will get funds. The reality is, it does not work that way. Venture capitalists and angel investors are people like you and me. They are investing their own personal hard earned money. Just think about it yourself. If someone asks you to invest a certain amount of money, maybe just $20,000, will you be willing to invest it just because the person made a beautiful presentation and is having 10 years Excel spreadsheets down to two decimal points, even if the person is not having enough experience, and even if you do not know anything about the basic business logic of the plan? I hope not. Investors, whether they're angel investors, venture capitalists, or a bank, they're people like you and me, especially venture capitalists and angel investors. It is their own hard earned money. They are looking for meaningful information, serious business information that shall help them make decisions. It does not matter much whether the information is presented in a simple Word document or otherwise. Similarly, they are not interested in 10-year financial projections. All of them know that they are based on so many assumptions. What they are more interested in is basic business logic on the basis of which all those projections have been made. I specialize in crafting business plans that make solid business sense to investors. I use a model suggested by a Harvard Business School professor. What is this model all about? Basically, I look at information from the eyes of investors. If all that information is not there, I ask questions. Once I get the information that I need, I ask myself a question. Does it make sense to me? If I had the money you are asking for, will I be willing to invest in your proposal? Forget about the whole money. If you're asking for $200,000 and if I have only $5,000, will I be willing to invest my own $5,000 in your proposal in return for a share? If my answer is no, then I am not doing justice to my profession and I'm going to write a business plan that is going to fail. If I'm excited, if I feel that you have a solid idea, and if I feel that you are experienced enough, and if I am willing to invest my own money, then I will be able to write a convincing business plan also, and chances are the logic that I have been able to see, the investor shall also be able to see, and you should be able to get finance. What are these things? What are the things that investors are looking for? Basically, there are just four things that investors are looking for. Number one, promoters. Who are you and what experience do you have? That is, the most important things investors are looking for is quality of promoters. Who are they? How much relevant experience do they have? What is their track record? And so on. Number two, the next important thing investors are looking for is quality of opportunity. Are you talking about a niche that other people have ignored? Are you talking about something in which you can deliver substantially better value than is right now available to people? Are you talking about something very, very narrow? Are you talking about a crack in the market that somehow the industry has ignored? What are the basic numbers? How much it will cost? How much it will cost you to produce what you are planning to sell? How will you sell? Why should people buy from you? What do you know about competition? And why do you feel someone should buy from you despite that competition? Are you really offering something unique? Have you done some test marketing? Is there any current traction? That is, do you have some existing customers and some revenue? Third, what is the context? Context means what is the overall environment? Context means things that are beyond your control, but they can have a huge impact on the business opportunity that you have in mind. They were things like government policy, regulatory environment, interest rates, economy, and so on. Things over which you do not have any control, but things that can have a huge impact on your business. And last, What is the risk and what is the reward? Most people think that investors are risk taking people. It is one of the biggest myths that people have. The reality is, most investors are risk avoiding people. They want to minimize the risk as much as possible. It is their own hard earned money. So, they look at your proposal with basic two questions in mind. What is the risk? What are the chances of these people successfully executing what they are talking about? What is the chance that their project will succeed? And if it succeeds, how much money am I likely to make? And if it fails, how much money am I likely to lose? It is not rocket science. Writing a business plan is not a rocket science. Also, there is no fixed format that one should follow. The thing that is most important is it should make sense. I am not saying that 10-year financial projections are not important. They are. I am not saying that charts or a PowerPoint presentation is not important. They are. But they are things that are subsidiary. They can help you convey the information that you have, but they are not substitute for meaningful information, that is the quality of promoters, the basic business opportunity, the context, and the risk. If you do not have any relevant experience, if the opportunity does not make sense, if you have no knowledge of competition, and if you are just depending upon some freelancer or some business plan writer to do some magic and create a business plan that will get you the final, I'm sorry, you're going to be disappointed. Now, let me come to other business needs that you might be looking for. If you are not looking for a business plan right now, maybe you are writing, or maybe you need to get written a business proposal. Maybe you have an advertisement in mind. Maybe you have some web content in mind, or maybe something else, or maybe some marketing strategy. In all those things, also, the basic formula I follow is to look at the whole communication from the eyes of the receiver, from the perspective of the receiver. For instance, if I'm writing an advertisement, I will look at the whole thing from the perspective of the consumer. What are the choices available to me as a consumer? What is the competition offering? What are these people offering? If I am the consumer, will I buy? And if my answer is no, then I should not be writing. Same way, if you are asking me to write a business proposal, I will look at your strengths, I will look at the information I have, and then I will look at the whole thing from the eyes of the receiver, from the eyes of the person to whom this proposal shall be going, from the perspective of the person or group of persons to whom this proposal shall be going, and ask myself, will it be making sense to them? If it is not making sense to me, it will not make sense to them. I started my career with Bank of America, and I have been in this profession for more than 27 years now. I have been advising companies, I have been giving training, and I have experience of negotiating successful business deals in many countries, including United States and Europe. I have I have deep knowledge of competitive strategy and business communication, and I exist just for one reason, to help you succeed. I look forward to help you achieve your goals. Thank you for watching this video.